This is Fido Friendly Travel Talk. Here's your host, Susan Sims.
Hey everybody, it's Susan Sims with Fido Friendly Travel Talk, brought to you by Animal Radio, where we talk about the travel and lifestyle for you and your furry best friend. My guest today is Sara Weldon. You're going to love listening to her and talking about her little baby donkey, Cash. He's probably the sweetest little donkey you'll ever want to see across the internet. So, hi Sara, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I found you on social media, of course, and fell in love with your little baby donkey, Cash, and your story. So I'm a fan. Thank you very much for putting that out there for Cash. And for those who are not aware, how did you end up saving Cash? I mean, it really was amazing that you came upon him when you did. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, Cash's story has just been a miracle from the start. We knew his mom was pregnant, but if you know donkeys, they normally get very wide as they get pregnant. And so we thought we still had lots of time because his mama wasn't very big. And we weren't on baby watch. And one morning we went and fed all our animals like we always do. And we were coming inside, and Rick said, let's go check our fences, because we'd had some dogs climbing. So we happened to go walking and checking fences. We never do that. And we went into a part of the farm that, I kid you not, we maybe go in every 6 months. It's kind of way out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of tucked away. And as we're going into that area, I see Emma, his mama, lying down, and Cash, brand new, soaking wet, just stood up, and umbilical still attached, everything. And I start screaming, Rick, go get a camera. And as I watched, Mama then jumped up and started kicking and stomping the baby and trying to kill him. And that's when I jumped in. I threw myself on Cash and grabbed him, and that's when our whole adventure began. So it was crazy. He had angels watching him that day. That's all I can say.
Oh, absolutely. And I understand in what you have said on social that the vet told you it really wasn't uncommon for a first-time mother to do that. It was like a postpartum thing. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were taken aback. I didn't know this could happen. And so when we called the vet, first of all, to know what on earth to do, he explained it is common with first-time moms, young moms. It's that surge of hormones, just like when we have babies, and it makes them temporarily insane almost. So they think, oh my gosh, this thing just hurt me. I have to eliminate it. And that's what happened. And she was crazy for a good 48 hours. You could definitely tell, like, just crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing. And so you took him in your house, and I think it's adorable. You basically, did he think he was a dog? I mean, how long, from the very beginning, how long was he physically in the house, like 24/7?
He right away was in the house 24/7. He still comes in the house, and he's 9 months old. He's not in there 24/7 now. He does get to he's a donkey a little bit, but I don't think he thinks he's a donkey. I think Cash believes he's part human, part dog, and maybe a little smidgen of a donkey. But he's definitely unique and just has such a great personality.
It's so fun to watch him when his little hooves going across the floor, that you can hear them clippity clop, and you can't help but smile. He's just adorable. So when he comes, he's not there 24/7 now. You say he's 9 months old. Is that right?
Yep.
And so he comes in for cuddles, to eat. What goes on then?
Yeah. So he comes in. So he still drinks a bottle, although we don't put the milk replacer in there. He's now transitioned to water, but it's that comfort for him. So he gets a bottle twice a day. And I love it just as much as him. He stares into my eyes and he's just so sweet. And then throughout the day, he just knows our routine. Rick and I work from home, so he's totally chill. He'll come and lie down in our office and sleep most of the day. He'll go out for a few hours and then he comes in at night for his nighttime bottle. And most of the time, he'll settle down and go to bed with us for a few hours. And then he wakes me up by stomping his hooves. And then he goes back out and spends the rest of the night with the donkeys. It's quite unique, but he loves it.
Very. And what do you think it is about him that resonates so much with people? Because I do, like I said, I do follow you and I do look at daily poster things, and people are just in love. I think they're in love with you and Rick as well as with Cash and all the other animals.
Here's my theory, and it's just based on all the messages we've gotten. Yes, he's adorable. You can't deny that. He has gone through a lot of trials and tribulations. I mean, he was run over. He's been really sick, and he just comes back through every time. I think that resonates with people, like he's such a trooper. But I just think in our world right now, there's so much darkness. All you hear on the news is everyone hates each other. The world's ending. And there's no darkness with Cash. Like, you look at him and I don't care who you are, you forget life and all its hardness for that 30 seconds, 3 minutes, whatever, however long. And you get back to what matters in life, which is love. And that's what he exudes, love. And it's impossible to be in a bad place when you're watching him. And that's why I share him, is because we all need a happy place right now. And it's not fair for us to just keep it to ourselves. So we share it. And it's lovely. I mean, I'll be honest, I get messages from all over, people going through cancer, divorce, death, and they're like, this is my happy spot. And I love it. It doesn't matter. Cash is like such a universally loved animal. I don't care what political party you're in, you love Cash. It's like there's no differentiating. I even have, it's so funny, my favorite one, there was like a 75-year-old biker dude. He's like, I'm a 74-year-old biker dude with the most hardened heart. That little donkey makes me cry. I love him. And it's awesome. He just resonates with everybody.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because that's what it does for me. So we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to talk about the children's book that you wrote, Cash the Baby Donkey. So sit and stay. We'll be right back with more Fido Friendly Travel Talk on Animal Radio.
I would love to go on vacation, but I don't want to leave our Charlie behind.
I agree. I heard that the magazine Fido Friendly lists places where you can stay with your pet. They also offer reviews so you have an idea about pet policy to include any restrictions, fees, and what pet amenities to expect.
That's, dare I say, awesome. What are we waiting for?
I'm way ahead of you. I just logged on to FidoFriendly.com and found a 4-star resort, Hilton Santa Fe Resort and Spa at Buffalo Thunder in New Mexico.
Charlie agrees. When do we leave?
As soon as you can pack your bags. It's off to adventure with Charlie, thanks to Fido Friendly Magazine. To find your next family adventure that includes your furry family friend, log on to FidoFriendly.com.
This is Fido Friendly Travel Talk. Here's your host, Susan Sims.
Welcome back. This is Susan Sims with Fido Friendly Travel Talk, and you have been listening to my guest, Sara Weldon. And before the break, we talked about sweet baby Cash, his impact on people's lives, and now we're going to get to talk about the children's book, Cash the Baby Donkey. So where did that idea come from?
It came from our beloved followers. Everybody just kept saying his story is amazing. Please write a book. And I am not a writer, so that certainly was not something I would have thought of. But in my professional life, my husband and we own our own company, and one of our employees is a famous illustrator. He's done work for Disney and Netflix, and he's like, Sara, I'm illustrating a book for you. We're going to do this. And I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. And it just came together. He just made the most beautiful drawings, and I was able to just match the story with it. And we had so much fun working on it. We did an audio version, and I had like a whole sound engineering team. They were coaching me, and it just was beautiful. It was such a great project to work on. He did an amazing job. He did a whole activity book in the back, and it reminds me of like when I was little. It's like connect the dots and, fun things that kids don't really do anymore. And
Yeah.
it's been really fun, and I've really loved. Rick and I are so amazed because we do all the shipping ourselves, and we're amazed how many people love this book. And when we're packing up orders, we're like, this is crazy that this little donkey has created this movement and we're selling all these books. I mean, it's just lovely.
Yeah. Where's the best place for people to order the book? Is there a website?
Yeah, there is a website. Yeah, so it's actually our social media handle. So it's Our Simple Homestead, OUR. But instead of .com, it is .farm, and there you can order the book. And we actually can even ship internationally. My editor can ship. So we've been having people from every corner of the world getting Cash's book. It's amazing.
That's great. And so because you don't have anything else to do, I understand that you are going to move from your
Mhm.
farm and move to Tennessee and start a donkey
Mhm.
rescue. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I credited it all to Cash. With Cash's birth, I started just really diving into to donkeys and understanding how badly they are abused and neglected, and just the need for rescue. I follow a really great rescue called Peaceful Pastures, and I just started talking with them and realizing we need more rescues. Like they're doing a lot, but they need help. And we can't do it here. We rescued 4 a few months ago, and it was the best experience of my life. They are my babies. It's so different when they're rescues. And we're on 7 acres, and we've outgrown it. There's no more room. And so Rick and I decided we love Tennessee. We went up there on a whim and found a beautiful 132 acres that I know that sounds big, but the rescue that I'm learning from, they have 300 acres, so this is small. And it just kind of fell into place. So we realized, you know what, this is the perfect spot to do it. Tennessee really needs it. There's one other rescue there that I've been communicating with, and she's like, "Help me, I need help." um, and so we're taking the leap of faith. I mean, this is a giant undertaking. It's not like just going and, oh, I'm bringing home some donkeys. Like, we are going to have to build barns and nurseries and, hospital areas. And I mean, they sent me the list of what we need to do, and I was like, wow, it's going to take an
Oh,
army to do this, but it's worth it. We love donkeys, and just Cash has brought such awareness to people about donkeys, and I have no doubt in my mind we'll have a lot of support and a lot of people visiting and loving on the donkeys and helping us in this mission. So it's pretty awesome.
yeah. Well, you can count on us to be up there. I told you my son moved up to Tennessee.
Yay.
Wherever you
Yeah.
will come visit. So before I let you go,
Thank
is
you.
there anything else you wanted to leave, with our listeners? Once again, the website where they can learn more about you and Cash, and anything else you'd like to impart.
Just, I think donkeys are so misunderstood. And so one thing that Gash has really done is shown people how loving and great they are. Donkeys are just wonderful animals, and there's a lot out there that need amazing homes, and they're the best farm animal you could have. I absolutely love them. Yes, Cash has a great personality, but they all have personalities, and they're so loving. And I just think anyone that has the space should get some donkeys. It'll change your life for the better. It really will. So
I love that. Okay, and one more time, what's the best website for our listeners to go and
yep.
learn more about you and Cash?
Yeah, it's our OUR Simple Homestead .farm. And there you'll be able to see a little bit about us. You can order your book. We are working on a book number 2. So once that's up, it'll be on there as well. So yeah,
Well,
very exciting.
that's great. I want to continue wishing you continued success in everything you're doing, and we'll be following you. We'll be checking back in with you later. And once you move to Tennessee and, you get all that organized, I'm sure it's going to take a while, but we'll have you back on. And I just so appreciate you taking the time to talk
Thank
with
you.
us today. All right.
Thank you
Hugs
so
to
much.
Cash, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. That's it for Fido Friendly Travel Talk. You have been listening to my guest, Sara Weldon, and learning about her sweet donkey, Cash. For more information about today's show or just about traveling with Fido, log on to FidoFriendly.com. Until next time, travel safe and leave no dog behind. This is Susan Sims for Fido Friendly Travel Talk.